Black magic explained. Black magic is often regarded as a form of charm that attracts spirits or entities, typically used to perform acts of evil. In the olden days, black magic was performed to gain benefit without regard to the harm it caused others, and indeed, most performed black magic solely to hurt and inflict damage on others. The distinction between black magic and white magic remains a topic of debate among modern witches, with several theories contrasting the two branches. Theories such as the all as one, no connection, and separate but equal theories are all popular and open for debate. The most popular ideas include them all as one theory. Believers of this theory believe that all magic, black or white, is evil, with black magic generally associated with the devil or Satan. Religions such as Christianity, Islam, Judaism, and Buddhism all follow the belief that any type of magic is terrible. The dark doctrine theory. Black magic often refers to the powers of darkness. Some people believe that this type of magic relates directly to Satan. The formal differences theory. There are thought to be many forms and components to black magic, and those casting the black magic have different interests and reasons for doing so. Followers of this theory believe that black magic is only harmful when it involves personal items such as clothing, hair, or blood of those the spell is directed towards. The no connection theory. Followers of this theory believe that black and white magic have no connection, as both practices employ different forms. Followers of this theory see both conditions as totally opposing each other. The separate but equal theory. People who follow this theory believe black and white magic are the same thing, with the only difference being the goals they accomplish and how witches get there. All spells are spells, and the difference is only determined by the outcome of the particular spell cast. Black magic is often attributed to those who worship the devil, hence the term black magic. Magic spells cast in this manner typically involve using one's personal belongings, such as clothing, a lock of hair, or blood, as a means of connecting with the caster's energy. The spells cast are said to usually be for the sole purpose of bringing harm to the one they are directed at. White magic is usually thought to help people and do no harm to others. Popular spells of this type are love spells and potions, with the hope of bringing the love of your life into your arms. However, spells of this type usually involve personal belongings as well, but for different purposes. By Kate Hastings.
Voodoo dolls have long been a fascinating and mysterious topic, evoking images of dark magic, curses, and mind control. But what's behind these intriguing objects? Are they simply tools for evil, or is there more to them than meets the eye? The common stereotype is that voodoo dolls are used to harm or manipulate others, often associated with evil intentions. People imagine a doll being pricked with needles or subjected to some sort of dark ritual, causing harm to the person it's meant to represent. But this portrayal couldn't be further from the truth. In reality, voodoo dolls are often used for healing, protection, and spiritual growth. They're also frequently used in rituals to connect with ancestors or seek guidance. This misconception likely stems from the sensationalized depictions in movies and media, where voodoo is often portrayed as a dark and sinister practice. However, voodoo is a rich and complex spiritual tradition that originated in West Africa and has evolved over time through its practice in various cultures. Another reason for the misconception might be the lack of understanding about the actual use of voodoo dolls in their cultural context. The history of voodoo dolls dates back to African spiritual practices, where they were used as a means of communication with the spirit world. In Haitian Vodou, for example, practitioners use dolls or figures to represent spirits, known as Loa, and to honor them. These dolls can be beautifully crafted and ornate, symbolizing the connection between the physical and spiritual worlds. In some African cultures, voodoo dolls are still used today as a way to connect with ancestors and seek their guidance. The dolls are often made with great care and attention to detail, reflecting the importance of the spiritual practice. They're also sometimes used in healing rituals, where the doll serves as a focal point for the healer's energy and intentions. One fascinating story about a voodoo doll that challenges the typical portrayal is that of a Haitian woman who used a doll to heal her ailing child. The woman, a Vodou practitioner, created a beautiful doll representing the Loa of fertility and abundance. She used the doll in a ritual to connect with the spirit world and seek guidance on how to heal her child. Through her faith in the power of the doll, her child eventually recovered. This story highlights the true purpose and meaning of voodoo dolls, which is often misunderstood in popular culture. By exploring their history and cultural significance, we can gain a deeper appreciation for these intriguing objects. Voodoo dolls are not simply tools for harm, but rather complex symbols of spiritual connection and growth. In conclusion, voodoo dolls hold a rich cultural significance that's often misunderstood. By exploring their true uses in history, we can challenge the stereotypes and misconceptions that surround them.
Black magic. Pure black magic will delete love and business rivals, convert situations that cannot be fixed by any other means. Black magic is powerful energy, capable of rewriting destiny. Black magic, unlike white magic, binds and banishes. Binding, black magic means casting a spell designed to restrict or limit the actions of someone, or some energy. Banishing means forcing someone or some energy to disappear, or ordering them to return to their source. White witches or Wiccans consider this harmful because it controls another person's free will. Black magic may well force someone to do something they do not want to do, or coerce someone into doing something against their will. Black magic is honest. White magic is weak and rarely works because you have to take control and manipulate it, as the truth is to alter any situation. Black magic works because, 1. Everything that exists is interconnected. Have you ever thought about a person and then they have phoned you, or you have bumped into them in the street? This is because we are unconsciously connected. 2. The energy within the human mind is not separate from the point in the physical world. 3. The witch focuses on mental power to move and direct the energy's outcome. 4. It is known that by shifting the energy, a person's mind can affect events or conditions in the physical world outside of the self. This process is called magic. Casting a black magic spell is an act of magic. A spell has a set of words and actions representing the change or results you are after. These words and actions focus the mind and help the person casting the spell to move and direct the energy, causing the desired change to occur in the physical world. Fire and flames appeal to the primal self and trigger the unconscious mind. Fire is one of the most fundamental of magical materials. The image of fire arouses the most profound and most ancient parts of the human brain. Candles are used in the following ways. On an altar, symbolizing the goddess and/or the god. Candles are located in each of the 4 quarters, north, east, south, and west, of a ritual circle to mark the sacred space's boundary. Candles are available in many colors, introducing different colors and their associated energies and symbolic meanings during ritual worship and black magic. By Ruby Martin.